Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving into something huge, a total shift in crisis management. We're talking about how AI is helping us move from just, putting out fires to actually predicting where they might even spark up in the first place.
So let's just jump right into that question, right? What if you could stop a crisis before it even starts? Because for the first time ever, technology is making this a real possibility. And look, this isn't just some small upgrade. This is a fundamental change in how we handle, everything, from natural disasters to corporate meltdowns.
For as long as anyone can remember, crisis management has been all about reaction. It's damage control after the disaster strikes. But a totally new playbook is starting to emerge. And this one isn't built on response, it's built on prediction.
And this right here, this shows that core change perfectly. We're moving away from that old model, the slow, manual processes that happen way too late. And we're moving toward this powerful partnership between humans and AI. It's all about using real-time analysis to actually get ahead of the problem.
Okay, so what are we actually talking about when we say AI and crisis management? Well, think of it like this. We're using smart tech, things like machine learning, to act as a tireless digital partner. It's constantly sifting through just massive amounts of information. News feeds, social media, internal data, looking for those tiny, subtle warning signs that a human, or even a team of humans, might completely miss.
Now, this is absolutely crucial to understand. This is not about robots taking over. Not at all. It's all about augmentation. The AI provides the raw speed and the data processing, and that frees up human leaders to use their judgment, their experience, to make those final critical calls.
So where does AI really make the biggest difference? Well, it's in its incredible predictive power. It's like having an early warning radar for, everything, from business disruptions all the way to public health crises.
And if you want to put a number on this, just take a look at supply chains. In 2024 alone, disruptions cost the average US company a staggering $228 million. I mean, think about that. That's the price of being caught unprepared.
But here's the amazing part. This is how AI directly tackles that number. Companies that are using this kind of predictive tech, they've slashed those disruption costs by up to 30%. And at the same time, they've boosted their forecast accuracy by over 40%. They can literally see trouble coming and pivot before it even hits.
And hey, this isn't just theory. This is real life. Just look at the Canadian company Blue Dot. Its AI was scanning news reports and it flagged the initial COVID-19 outbreak all the way back on December 31st, 2019. That gave its clients a crucial 9-day head start before the official announcement from the WHO. 9 days. In a crisis, that's an eternity.
Okay, but seeing a crisis on the horizon, that's only half the battle, right? You also have to act, and you have to act fast. And that's exactly where AI-driven automation comes in, especially when every single second counts. Cybersecurity is a perfect example of this. So instead of a human scrambling to react to an alert, an AI can act like a digital first responder. It detects a threat, it instantly isolates the problem, and it alerts the human team, all in the blink of an eye. This contains the damage before it can blow up into a full-blown catastrophe.
And it goes way beyond just those automated actions. AI also provides incredibly powerful decision support. I'm talking about running thousands of what-if scenarios to plan, recommending the absolute best way to deploy your resources, and even handling communications to keep everyone on the same page. It frees up the human teams to do what they do best, lead under intense pressure.
And we're seeing this in the real world right now. In California, CAL FIRE is using an AI system that monitors a network of over 1,000 cameras. It's been trained to spot the very first, tiniest signs of a wildfire, often before any smoke is even visible to the human eye. This lets firefighters get there while the fire is still small and manageable.
So the benefits here are incredibly clear, right? But let's be realistic. Adopting this kind of technology isn't some simple plug-and-play solution. There are some really significant challenges you have to think about.
But first, just a quick recap of the payoff, because it's huge. You get proactive mitigation, you get faster decisions, you get optimized resources, better coordination, and what does that all add up to? A much, much more resilient organization. The advantages really do stack up.
But here comes the reality check. And honestly, it's a big one. As the saying goes, an AI system is only as good as the data and models behind it. This is that classic garbage in, garbage out problem. And with AI, it's on steroids.
A famous example of this was Google's early flu tracking AI. It ended up overestimating flu cases by a massive 140%. And why? Simply because its data inputs were flawed. It's a perfect case study that proves you absolutely need high-quality data and constant validation.
And this really lays out the key hurdles that organizations face. So beyond data quality, you've got the black box problem, right? It's really hard to trust a recommendation if you can't understand the logic behind it. Then you have to make sure human oversight is always in the loop. And of course, there's the significant cost and the sheer complexity of integrating these systems into what you're already doing.
All right, so with all of these incredible benefits and these very real challenges in mind, what does it really take to build a more resilient future using AI?
And honestly, this right here might be the most important takeaway of the whole thing. Simply buying some fancy software is not the answer. True success, it demands a cultural shift. It means the entire organization, from the very top down, has to adopt a proactive, data-informed mindset.
Because ultimately, the future of resilience lies in this amazing partnership. It's all about blending the very best of what machines can do, their incredible speed, their scale, their pattern recognition, with those irreplaceable human skills, judgment, context, empathy, and true leadership.
And so that leaves us with one final and I think very powerful question that every leader should be asking themselves. Are you set up to manage the last crisis, or are you building the tools to prevent the next one? Because that answer, that's what's going to define the future of resilience.